coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back. 70 Timberwolves. 19.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Cowboy defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Second down and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Lane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Savon Revel. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. They'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Yeah! Here we go!
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. In motion left is Higgins. Off the play fake, Daniels. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Big strides, look at him go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Kmet, 75 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Prescott. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Prescott. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mark Andrews. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Aubrey now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the Baltimore, they landed in France.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration.
Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lots of look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. The Cowboys hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw is Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Yes!
Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Daniels. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a 1st down. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 1st down, it's Blue. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. These two teams all tied after one. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Ready, set. Ready. Cowboy 80. Bronco 80.
To the air goes Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here.
Touchdown, Washington. T. Higgins from 3 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
This makes the score Commanders 28, Cowboys 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here go, kill. Here go, 46. 26.
Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Daniels looking to throw. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now Daniels. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they have regained the lead. So they're able to get that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell us, end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Prescott. Left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Prescott will swing this out to Blue. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Prescott yet again. Touchdown! Mark Andrews on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Open man is Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Cowboy 80.
To throw is Daniels. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Grover Stewart in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. Hey, go.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's a diving catch right side. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Crack ball 80. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Savon Revel. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start the drive with a give to blow. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
They'll try and run again with blue. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Get it. Cougar 19.
They go play action. Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Let's go now. 19 targets. 19 targets.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Ready, set.
Washington, first down.
Cougar 19. Come on, come on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A gain of 14. First down, Commanders.
60 Vikings, 60, 76, ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
Go! Viking, 18. Go!
Play action, now it's Daniels. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now Blue trying the right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
They go again with Blue. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 3rd and 9. Prescott now from the 50. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on a catch and run. 31 yards. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott from the gun. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys just continue to roll. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 70 Lions. Ready?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. given down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go.
To the air goes Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Simmons from 4 yards out. And the Commanders get a bit closer.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
63. Commanders 38.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This a 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it with the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Look at my team.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Daniels looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Second and 6.
Now second and 6 at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Now Daniels. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6. Straight ahead, Gibson. Down the numbers. There he goes. Antonio Gibson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. And now here's another interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, I give him a lot of credit.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Donovan Ezeraku, his 2nd sack of the night.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are... Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Antonio Gibson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing to start the drive, Daniels. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Bronco 80.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Washington first down.
Come on, come on.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 156 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better really as the night's going on.
Here we go.
They go with glue between the tackles. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Gibson again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.